What's up, guys? My name is Red, and today I thought I would talk about my experiences in R.O.K.A. R.O.K.A stands for Republic of Korea Army, and Republic of Korea is commonly known as South Korea, by the way. I think North Korea is like Democratic People's Republic of Korea. I know it's really confusing. Just remember that the long one is the dictatorship bad Kim Jong Un Korea. It's like the complete opposite of being a democracy, but that's just how they name themselves. Sometimes you see these official names in websites or newspaper, so now you'll know which one's which and which Korea that I'm from. Uh, I'm thinking this will be a three-part series. I'm going to talk about some of the background information and events leading up to me enlisting in this video. And the other two will be some of the key events that happened during my time there, and maybe kind of like the life after the army. I may make additional like supplemental videos after this trilogy if I think of some funny or memorable events during my time in the army. I mean, trust me, guys. Like there are so many of them, so this will be fun. Sharing them all with you guys. So, if you guys didn't know already, South Korea is still at war with North Korea, and it's important for the country to have a dependable and strong military presence at all times. I know we're not like fighting right now, but we're in an armistice, which is technically just ceasing to fire and kill people, but we're, technically still at war. So, I was born in South Korea, like long time ago. And every male Korean citizen like must do military service like some point in their life. Uh, like emphasis on the must here. It's like the law, and it's very very strict. Like if you choose not to go, you either have to go to jail or you lose citizenship, and you're just gonna have a bad time. It's not worth it. I think the last time I checked, there are only like less than 10 people, like yeah, less than 10 people who like evaded the service in the country right now. But they're constantly in hiding, and they can never have a normal life. You have to live under a false name. It's hard to get a job, etc., etc. So 99% of the people, see evading as not being worth, and just go with it. And within the Korean culture, going to the military for a couple of years is just part of growing up, and like rite of passage. So it's very normal. Now, of course, there are exceptions to every rule. Like if you win a gold medal in a huge sporting event like the Olympics, like you have the choice of not going. And if you have, like a disability of some kind, you're exempt from service. But like a huge problem that came out of this exception is that people started abusing this. Like if like we do like a physical before you go in to see, if you're fit for service. And ever since there was a rule that allowed more morbidly obese people exemption, people actually started you know purposely getting fat, like morbidly obese, just to not do it. Also, if you don't have a quote unquote trigger finger, which is your index finger to shoot your weapon, you are also exempt from service. So like some crazy people started cutting off their finger just to not do it. And also a hugely popular rapper named MC Mong tried evading service by pulling out his teeth, but this pretty much killed his music career. I don't know why not having a certain amount of teeth would give you exemption, but a lot of people try to find creative ways to dodge the draft. But like I said, like most Korean people don't see this service as a big deal, and just treat it as a long retreat. So before I continue, if you like this content so far, please give this video a huge thumbs up, and that would help me a lot. So coming back to me, Ever since I was a kid growing up in Korea, I always had military service in mind. Of course, I didn't want to go, but not going was just out of the question. And everyone else around me was, just doing it, and they were just coming back normally fine. Now, when I came to America to study back in '99, this feeling of wanting to not go only grew stronger. Like in the United States, military service is totally voluntary. And I think living here made me want to be able to choose whether I wanted to go or not rather than being forced. And I already lived in the US for about a decade at the time. So, of course, I didn't want to go back. So, honestly, I started looking for ways to maybe delay it long enough that I wouldn't have to go. I think you can start joining once you hit 18 years of age. And if you somehow, quote unquote, legally delay it until the age of 30, you're exempt from service. Like legally delaying the service means you have something very important going on in your life. Like you're going through college, getting your PhD or your master's degree. You have this job that's really important for the country at the time. Going through medical school, etc., etc. You can't just delay it by saying you don't want to go, or you have this like part-time job at a convenience store. That doesn't work. But delaying service in like a legitimate way for 12 years is really hard to do. I saw so many like 29 and 30-year olds, like 1 year away from not having to go in the military because they just could not delay that extra year or even months. People just run out of reasons to delay the army or delay the military. So I went to a 4-year college called USC in California. So I was able to delay going in a way for about 4 years, and I kind of like did like a research assistant for an extra year after that. So I kind of delayed it for 5 years there. But after I graduated and after I've worked for a lab for a year, I was just burnt out. I was preparing to go to dentistry school at the time, and I was like filling out all these applications, writing essays. But I think, of so many things going on in my life at the time, I think I just hit a low point in my life, and I just gave up on everything. Like a huge part of me applying for dental school was just to avoid military service rather than having the passion of being a dentist. And I thought that was stupid. Like that was really stupid of me, and that's really weak of me to come up with excuses just to not to go to military and pursue a career that I'm not even passionate about. So I remember consciously making the decision of just like wanting to go back to Korea and just join the military. I was just sick of constantly having to worry or think about how I'm going to get away, like coming up with excuses and reasons not to go. I just wanted to get it over with. Whether or not if it was a smart decision, I also wanted to have a big like changing moment in my life and starting something fresh in my life, reset everything and actually pursue something I want to do, which is what I'm doing right now actually after the army. So in 2013, at the age of 23, I went back to Korea and joined the army in December of that year. And I served in the army for 21 months. So I got out September of 2015. So it doesn't seem that long if you're, outside in the society, but inside the army, it was a very long time. And I don't want to leave you guys with a cliffhanger here, but I think this is a good point in the story to leave off on. It'll be fun to talk about like the first day and the first week and the first month, first year in the army. I have so many things to talk about as far as like things that happen in there, and you'll get to hear all the funny stuff and weird shenanigans that went on the next episode of this series. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope you guys enjoyed this introduction episode. If you have any questions about my military service, please leave them in the comments below. And I want to ask, what would you have done if you're in my position? Would you have gone? Would you have try to get away somehow? Uh, Lastly, please smash that like button if you like my video here, and subscribe if you want more videos. And all my social media links will be included in the description below. Check out my Twitch. I stream Overwatch often. Come hang out, say hi. It'll be fun. We'll have a good time. Thank you again, guys, for listening. This has been Red signing out. Peace.